Hey y'all, it's Tyr here. Why do I do that every time? What is hey y'all? Like, I am not from the South. Hey guys, it's Tyr here, and I'm back with another video. And today, we are going to talk about me going back pescatarian because I mentioned it in my last video. If you haven't watched that, go and watch that so you can get a little quick life update with me. But I mentioned it in that video. I thought some of you probably, I thought you might be interested in it. So we're going to talk about that. And y'all know my memory is short as this pinky finger. So I got my book here. If you see me looking down, that's why, because I wanted to make sure I answered the questions I wrote down. Okay. So let's jump right in. This is, as you can see by the title, going back pescatarian. So I was pescatarian before. I think I started in 2010, and it was right when after I graduated, which was in 2009. And I just wanted to do something after I had saw, I think it was a class I was taking in college, and I came across some type of video with animals and just how they were treated and stuff. And after doing research on it about like pigs, and y'all, I grew up on pork. I'm not gonna front. I still miss bacon. I still miss ham for Christmas and Thanksgiving. Glazed ham, it's still delicious. I ain't gonna front. It's good. It's fucking good. But after just watching that, I kind of was like, you know what, I need to do. And just looking at the health, the health problems, associated with eating pork and red meat and all that stuff, I just wanted to do something different. So I started back then, and I was pescatarian for almost 2 years. It was basically two years, because I remember at our wedding I was still pescatarian, and we got married in 2012. So I was good, and then we got married, and I'm freshly married, fucking 19. And I'm like, what? Well, who about to cook 2 meals? Not I. So, because I knew I was about to move, my husband and I was about to move to our first place, and I knew, we help each other cook dinner, but we wasn't about to do 2 meals. I'm like, you know what? It'll just be easier if we eating the same thing. So what I did was, I didn't go back to eating everything. I went back to eating chicken and turkey. So that was it. Those were the only 2 meats I was eating. And I actually convinced my husband to do the same thing, eat chicken and turkey. And he's been doing that ever since. So Anthony hasn't had pork or beef. No, you know what? We ain't going to speak on him because he be cheating. But it's not his fault, because when you on deployment, you can't pick and choose what you want to eat. So Anthony, he had to eat pork, I think, one time on the deployment, because that was the only thing they served. And I think he had to eat beef or something on the deployment, because that was that day, that was all they had to eat. So I take that back. But basically, for the most part, consciously, with choice, he hasn't had beef or pork since then, since 2012, basically. So 4 years for him. But for me, it's been 6 years. I didn't even realize that. It's been 6 years since I had pork or beef, any type of red meat. So, like I said, with us getting married, we wasn't trying to cook 2 meals, so I went back to eating chicken and turkey. I did that. I think I did that for a year. He came back from deployment. I was still doing it. And then that next deployment that he got deployed on, I was like, you know what? I'm going back pescatarian. So I went back. So that was probably for almost 10 months. I almost made it a year. And then right before we came out here, I was gonna do it then. So I'm only 2 months in now. No, hell, I'm not 2 months in. I started back in August. I'm almost 2 months in. I started on August 1st. I would have been almost 8 months in had I started when we were still in North Carolina. But I was like, oh, we about to go to Cali. They probably got some bomb ass food. Like, no, I ain't ready to give up chicken yet. They might have a chicken joint that's good. I think it's just where we live, because since being here, I'm like, I could have went back pescatarian months ago. Like, I ain't missing a motherfucking thing. Nothing, okay? Nothing. So I could have went back in North Carolina, but I didn't. So I started back in August, and whatever day it is, something. I've been doing it since then. So like I said, I haven't had beef or pork in 6 years. No red meat or anything like that. Haven't had it in 6 years. Do I still miss it? Absolutely. I think that's one of my questions that I have. Absolutely. Still, when I smell bacon, be like, oh, bacon. It's delicious. It's a lot of forms of turkey though. Y'all don't sleep on turkey. A lot of people sleep on turkey. They got turkey bacon. I know people like, bitch, that's rubber. It's cardboard. What you talking about? Don't cook the turkey bacon on the stove. Cook it in the oven to get it crispy. You have a little crunch if you want to do a little BLT, okay? They got turkey chops, because I used to love a pork chop, y'all. A nice, good pork chop. Oh, good. So I had to eat turkey chops. Turkey chops is good, okay? Real delicious. They got turkey, ground turkey. Everything you can do with chicken, they basically got it in the turkey form, I'm telling you. So you can you'll be all right if you decide to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to just give out complete red meat or pork, you can eat chicken and turkey, and you'll have your options. But what else? Like when I first started with the Pescatarian, like I think the first probably month or maybe even a few weeks, like I definitely noticed a difference. Like my energy level was ridiculous. Like had energy, and it was just soaring. Do you hear me? Like energy was good, and you just feel like that's a good feeling to be energized. Like I don't know if it's just my body like, whoo, shake all that bad off of you. You know, you ain't eating that stuff no more. So now we ready. What you want to do? You know, but I'm telling y'all, I had energy. I got that written down here. Y'all know how you get the itis after you eat a good old meal. And for anybody that don't know what the itis is after you eat and you ready to go to sleep. Okay? Well, I was just actually on the phone with my best friend, and she brought it to my attention. Like, she asked me, she was like, do you get the itis? Have you paid attention? Do you get the itis? And I'm like, bitch, no, I just realized, y'all, I don't get the itis. Like, it's been a whole month already. Never noticed that. Didn't even think about it back then, but I don't get the itis. Like, I'm good. After I eat a meal, I'm still energized. I'm still ready to go. Like, no. And just eating chicken and turkey, after eating, I'd be like, oh, all right, it's time for a nap after I just had a little lunch dinner. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go to sleep. Now I'm ready. I'm up. Like, what we about to do? You want to go save the world? You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then what else? So y'all probably wondering like, okay, well, bitch, you still married, so you ain't want to cook 2 meals then. How is it working now? So basically, it's every nigga for himself in here. No, I'm just playing. We gotta cook 2 meals. Like, that's what we gotta do. So Anthony is not a terrible cook. He can fend for himself. Dude, even before, was I doing majority of the cooking? Yes, but Anthony would help me. Like, that was something we discussed before we got married. I'm like, look, it's about to be 50-50 in this mother, okay? I need you to help me cook. So am I doing most of the mixing and the stirring and shit? Yeah, but my husband had cut up some vegetables. When we was eating chicken and turkey, like, that's another thing. Y'all, I probably could have did a story time about this, but not really, because it would have been short. I remember my mama making me clean the fucking turkey. It was either a turkey for Thanksgiving or it was some Cornish hen she was gonna make for dinner. And when I say, ever since then, I could not touch no raw meat. Like, Anthony would clean the meat, because you gotta clean your chicken. If you don't clean your chicken, if you like, what you mean clean your chicken? Don't ever invite anybody to your house, because you're gonna kill them, because you don't know what you're doing. So if everybody that know about cleaning chicken, raise your hand, because you know you need to clean chicken. You gotta get all that shit off the chicken, the fat and all of that stuff, the slime stuff. You gotta get that off of there. But my mama made me clean the chicken, and y'all almost threw up. Like, thinking about it right now, making me a little, give me a little quiver. Like, oh, it was so nasty, y'all. And I don't think my mama gonna know now, because I'm about to tell her. I think I might have told her, but I was like, oh, she gonna make me clean this fucking chicken, huh? Because she like, you better clean it, because what you gonna do when you married? Like, mind you, y'all, I was younger at the time too. I mean, yeah, like I think this was right around the time, right before I went pescatarian. I said, okay, you gonna make me clean this fucking chicken? I'm gonna clean it all right. I kid you not, I washed that fucking chicken with some Dawn dish liquid. Liquid it up. Do you hear me? Had suds on that bitch, and I rinsed it off. I kid you not. Rinsed it good. Ain't nobody say nothing. Chicken was delicious. But I sure did. And ever since then, like, I cannot clean the chicken. So that was the thing. That was also a thing when I was eating chicken and turkey. Anthony would clean it. He would clean it. Like, he would always do the meats. And that would be for both of us. Like, babe, can you do the chicken? Because we basically had an agreement. Basically, Anthony would clean the chicken and I would be cutting up the vegetables and shit. So that's what I'm saying. If you married, like, make it a little, you know, like a 50-50 thing if you want help in the kitchen. Some women like cooking. I'm not no big fan. I'm not about to be like, what you want to eat, baby? You want some greens and some cornbread and shit? Like, okay, well, get your ass in there and make the cornbread while I'm making the greens. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need teamwork to make the motherfucking dream work. Do you hear me? So Anthony used to clean the meat. I wasn't cleaning no fucking meat. But so now, you know, with us, we gotta cook 2 meals. So Anthony do his meat. So for instance, like the other day, we made this 1 pot fajita pasta. The recipe calls for chicken. And because I'm pescatarian, for anybody, I didn't even mention that, for anybody that don't know what pescatarian is, you eat everything, or you eat seafood, and that's the only form of meat that you eat. So I eat all seafoods, well, not all of them, because some of them I don't fucking like, but I eat seafood. So I can eat fish, lobster, shrimp, and I'm a lover of seafood. I think I told y'all that before. Like, I love some seafood. I don't think I could ever give that up. So pescatarian is for me. I don't think I could ever be vegan, and I don't want to be vegetarian. Like, I fucks with shrimp, I fucks with lobster, and I fucks with crab. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So what the fuck was I talking about? Y'all see, I'm getting so excited talking about this seafood. I was telling y'all about Anthony cooking the 2 meals. So we made this 1 pot dish the other day, and instead of the chicken, for me, I put shrimp. So 1 pot fajita pasta, mine's got shrimp, Anthony's had chicken. It's the same meal though. So that's what we kind of been doing lately. We can make the same meal, I'm just gonna substitute mine. So you probably like, okay, you know, for spaghetti, Anthony can make him some spaghetti, and I'll still, for the most part, I'm probably gonna be cooking it. You know, he may help me cut up the vegetables, but I'm gonna do the seasoning and stirring and mixing and shit. With spaghetti, I can eat spaghetti. It's just gonna be the noodles and the sauce, so I gotta make sure it's seasoned well so it's good. You know what I'm saying? So we finding our, you know, we figuring it out. But when we was freshly married, I didn't want to have to make no 2 meals. Like, I was already nervous about making 1. Like, I'm fucking 19. I ain't never had to cook for no man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Nigga, you want some breakfast? Like, I can make some pancakes. Like, what you want me to do? So yeah, we've come a long way, you guys. We've come a long way. So some people are probably wondering, like, you know, is it cost effective and blah blah blah, is it more expensive? And to be perfectly honest, so perfect example, the meal that I just told you guys about, the 1 pot dish. Me and Anthony, we kind of go to the grocery store. We probably be in the grocery store fucking every 2-3 days, because we'll get the groceries for a meal, and then, you know, you're gonna have leftovers, and then when it's time to cook again, we're going back to the store. Because I mean, sometimes we'll fill up the fridge, we had other shit, but when it comes to like meals, we go to the store on a regular and probably just get the stuff for the meal. So for example, the meal that I mentioned, we both needed vegetables for the meal. We needed the noodles, you know, the other shit. Anthony needed chicken and I needed shrimp. It was almost about the same for everything, because Anthony's chicken, his pack of chicken was like $6 something. The bag of shrimp that I got was like $6 and something. It was a little bit under Anthony's. So right there, it's equal. But do I think it's a little more expensive? Absolutely, because I'm having to eat more vegetables and stuff. Like, you can't just up and decide to be pescatarian, vegetarian, vegan, and be like, oh, I don't eat that many, you know, I don't like vegetables. Like, no, you will die. Like, you will be the size of my pinky. Like, no, I still like to eat, y'all. I love food, and I know I have to eat more, but I'm eating more healthy stuff. So, you know, you gotta eat more vegetables. You gotta eat more of this. And absolutely, vegetables, fresh produce, period, y'all know it's more expensive. So it can be a little pricey, you know. Fish and seafood, y'all definitely know that's not cheap, depending on where you at. Because if you like in Maryland or Maine and shit like that, you know, that shit is probably, oh, I wish I was there, you know. But when you in here where I am, then no, everything want to be hot because ain't no fucking water around here. So yeah, it can be expensive. It kind of fluctuates. It depends on where you stay and exactly what you're buying and stuff like that. But fresh produce is more expensive, period. So yes, that can be expensive. So I was gonna tell y'all what I eat on a daily basis, and then I think that's it. Like, that's basically what I wanted to tell you guys about. So on a normal day, like for breakfast, okay, so I think one day this week I made some toast, and I did a seafood omelet or seafood eggs, if you will. And I put some mock crab meat and some green onion in the eggs, and I seasoned them with Cajun seasoning. And I had 2 pieces of toast and a glass of orange juice or my tea. Some tea or some orange juice, one of the two. That's what I'm gonna drink. And I got a little thing with orange juice, so I don't be drinking that shit all the time, because sometimes I just don't fuck with it. You know, sometimes you don't fuck with stuff, and then you be like, oh, I really want some. So you mess with it for a little bit, and then you be like, okay, I don't fuck with you no more. Yeah, so that would be breakfast. And then for lunch, I could eat like a salad, or I could do what else did I make? Like some wraps. I did the lettuce wraps, Asian lettuce wraps. I did some of those for lunch. That was really good. It was the lettuce leaves, and I had shrimp. It was with shrimp and the vegetables made with the little sauce. That was real good. That was delicious. And then for dinner, I could do, like, you know what I just told you guys, like the one pot pasta. I could eat spaghetti. I made some vegetable lasagna. That was really good. I was surprised about that. It was mushroom and spinach lasagna. I made some spaghetti squash for the first time recently. That was delicious. And I ate, like, basically I ate a whole spaghetti squash for dinner. So I get full, y'all. I like to eat, okay? So don't play yourself. I like to eat, and I love food, so I'm always gonna be looking for some food, looking for a little lunch, a little dinner. But yeah, it could be hard sometimes. You be like, oh, what am I gonna make? I don't want to eat no damn leaves. You know what I'm saying? No grass. I want a real meal. So that's when your fish come in, and like I say, I feel like to be a pescatarian, vegan, vegetarian, you gotta fucking love vegetables. And I know some people don't fuck with vegetables like that. Like, some of y'all will eat a whole steak, don't even have nothing to drink, throw it dry in a motherfucker, and you good. Like, like, I love vegetables, I love fruit. So, you know, you gotta fill yourself up. Like, and then, like I say, you gotta eat more. So, okay, with the lettuce wraps for lunch, like, I might also eat some yogurt with some granola, and then eat an apple, and that's all for lunch. You know what I'm saying? And then I be eating snacks and shit in between the meals, like maybe some crackers, or, you know, some fucking snacks. You know what I'm saying? Little gummy fruit snacks or something. You know. So I don't know. It's just I'm coming back into it. I'm good. I'm doing good. I thought I was a little nervous at first, but I'm cool. I'ma get it. I don't know. Right now, like, this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm at. Will I go back to eating chicken and turkey again? I don't know. This is what I want to do for right now. And I did it for 2 years, so I could see me doing it for 2 more years. I could see me doing it. So I think I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know if y'all, anybody out there, are y'all vegetarians, vegan, pescatarian, or y'all like, bitch, no, I love a rib. Oh, that's what I miss too, ribs. Y'all barbecue, period. Oh, mouth water. Oh, I taste it. Barbecue ribs, I miss ribs. So I ain't fronting. Like, do I miss it? Absolutely. But I know it's not the best. You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't. I know it's not the greatest. So that's why I choose not to eat it. You know. So y'all let me know what y'all do. What y'all be eating. What y'all like to eat. What you like to snack on. And let's go ahead and get into the song and the movie of the day. Hey, okay? So, the song, y'all, when I say, I don't know, I think Pandora might have played this for me. Or no, like, I be getting songs in my head and I can't get them out of my head until I go play them. And this song popped in my head like 2 weeks ago. I've been playing this song probably ever since. Every day, ever since. Return of the Mac once again. By Mark Morrison. Y'all, I love that song. Like, oh, song from 1996. Okay, I was 4. What the fuck? But that's my two-step. Little two-step, you know what I'm saying? Little, that's what you gotta do to that. It's good. And then the movie, y'all, I was in bed last night laughing my ass off. Like, y'all, it be good to watch a movie that you watched growing up. Like, I probably done seen this movie 5 or 6 times, but I watched it again last night and was fucking rolling. True Lies, y'all, hilarious. Like, had me laughing. Like, it's a good movie, but it's funny part. When homegirl had to go into the hotel room and she started ripping off them sleeves and she got real sexy. Ooh, that little pose she did in the hallway, I was in the bed hollering. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch True Lies. Thinking about it got me laughing. I hope you liked the video. And don't mind me today. I said I was gonna put a little turban because baby ain't do this here, okay? And y'all weren't about to see me looking crazy, okay? So check out my little turban piece. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear no shit, okay? Because I do be getting looks out in public, but that's all right. I see you. But let me cut it. Okay, y'all, so I hope you liked the video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Like I said, let me know if you're a vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, or if you a flat out meat lover. Let me know what you thought. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.